Hey everyone and welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are doing amazing as always. And it is me, Joe, as always. And today I want to talk about some really interesting stuff about the new Friday the 13th show that's being done by A24. So a few weeks ago I did an update regarding Brian Fuller and how he was, supposed to be this showrunner of the show and how basically he got fired by A24. Well, we got some really interesting news regarding all that. So basically, according to the Rep's new report, because the Rep did like this big plot detail thing where, they basically describe the whole plot and like a lot of stuff so you can actually read about it. And it's actually really interesting. But they mentioned that Charlize Theron was being eyed to play Mrs. Voorhees, which is really cool. Other new details from the Rap's report reveal that the episode written by Kevin Williamson was going to take place entirely on a frozen crystal lake. Oh my god, that's actually amazing. I mean many fans probably wanted a Friday the 13th movie that would, take place on, a frozen Camp Crystal Lake, basically. That's an awesome idea. Well, with Williamson recently describing the episode as an hour-long chase. Friday the 13th fans have been begging for a Winterset Friday installment for many years now, and A24 was set to deliver just that. Additionally, Vincenzo Natali and Kimberly Pierce were set to direct episodes, with the budget ballooning to around $10 million per episode. What? That's so expensive. That would be so cool. If, a Friday the 13th show would have this budget. Like, that is insane. When you think about it, most Blumhouse movies have a budget of about, like, $5 million, around that. $5-6 million. $10 million per episode? That's insane. And that's really cool, actually. With 8 episodes in total planned for the first season, it would have cost A24 roughly $85 million to bring the series to life, with additional seasons being planned by the studio. That is insane! Like, the budget for this would be so high. The Rap's report notes, in the grand ambition of Crystal Lake, each season would be a deconstruction of the first 4 Paramount movies. So we would have Friday the 13th, Part 2, Part 3, and then the final chapter as, these individual seasons. 8-episode seasons, basically. That's so good. That sounds so good. And with high budget, The series would incorporate lore from several sequels, but remix the material in a way similar to Fuller's Hannibal. Vincenzo Natali had recently tweeted, "I have read the first 2 episodes. Brian Fuller's Crystal Lake was well on its way to becoming another Hannibal-level reinvention that was simultaneously beautiful, sad, poetic, funny, and horrifying. I mourn its passing." And basically then they go into details why Brian Fuller was fired. Well, they just basically say that Brian Fuller was fired by A24. And so obviously A24 is still working on this Crystal Lake show, right? On these seasons, but they still work on him, but it's gonna be with a different showrunner, with different directors, with probably maybe different writers. By the way, it's so awesome that Kevin Williamson, the guy that wrote the first 4 Scream movies, actually wrote an episode of Friday the 13th. That's so cool. That is so cool. But I don't think that we'll see this version of the show actually realized, right? With all these leaks and with, Brian Fuller basically leaving, getting fired by A24. This is just some insane stuff, to be honest. And The rep notes, according to one source close to the project, A24 is still committed to making the show, although it's unclear if the studio will use the original full scripts and outlines or start from scratch with new creative leadership. I'm just so sad that we probably won't get this. But I'm still glad that A24 is still working on this show, but again, at the same time, I'm just sad that we won't get it in, how it was basically intended. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much, as always, for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care, and bye.